your own household, and there's no way to deny it. That's something that I wanted. And that's something that changed my family and my life. But what do I mean when I say change my life? Although I was a Muslim and I knew better what the laws are, but just like many other Muslims, I did not follow it. I only applied it to me when it served my purpose. What do I mean? I don't mean with any disrespect to any other Muslim, but at least for me, I know that I used to do my clubbing as a young man. I used to be involved in a relationship, have a girlfriend. I used to drink alcohol. And these are all things that although Islam says is a no-no, but the majority of the Muslims don't even follow that. I know many Muslims from many different cultures that had girlfriends and drank together and went clubbing. But at the same time, when it was time to fast, they will also fast. So it seemed to be a convenient thing for us to just go into whenever we wanted to. So I was not involved in anything bad, really. Thank God I was never involved in any drugs or anything like that. But I knew that certain fundamental things in my life started changing, such as the view that I had about women, that they were not just an object anymore, that I had to wait and I had to save myself for the one that God had for me. So I immediately changed my lifestyle. I stopped going clubbing. I stopped hanging out with my friends. I decided to basically cleanse my life and not to contradict myself. I just did not want to live a certain lifestyle and then whenever it was convenient for me, tap into my religious cloak and say, no, I'm a religious man. I needed to be genuine. And I remember reading the Bible, and Jesus talked about the Pharisees and said, these guys are religious people who are so pretentious. They pretend to be something else, but there's something else in nature. And I realized that religion altogether makes us be pretentious people. It serves our purpose. But what Jesus was talking about was not being pretentious, was being genuine. So it changed my lifestyle. My values changed. I stopped those relationships. I stopped even lying, because we know that sometimes even small white lies, we call them, could help. Even the small little things I decided to put aside. And those are the things that slowly but surely started giving me a new identity, a new meaning, a new goal. It fulfilled me. When we talk about understanding different religions other than Islam, it becomes a very difficult choice for many Muslims. So a message that I have for my beloved Muslim friends and family and those who are watching this program is this, that when we hear about different religions, especially Christianity, all of a sudden the walls of doubt go up. We need to differentiate and see, are we afraid of the notion of Christianity because we were told to be afraid? Or are we afraid because we truly don't understand it? I just would like to encourage them to pick up the Bible and read it. Be objective. By reading it, see if it's something that you truly understand. And if it's not something that you don't believe in, then that is fine. At least you have made an educated decision. But for us to make a decision based on what we were told, or based on fear, or based on the standards that was forced upon us, it allows us to not be free people. And it allows us to be in bondage of our own thoughts and ideology. And when we are in bondage and prisoners to our own thoughts, then at that time we become prisoners to other cultures and other people, and we never see ourselves as free people. When I found Christ, I realized that all those doubts, all those fears, all those angers, that was a heart issue. Jesus looks at our heart and He says, I want your heart. And in a heart that is dedicated to God, there cannot be any fear, there cannot be any anger, there cannot be any hatred. Because if Christ accepted me just the way I was, somebody who was a wretched man, somebody who did not like others and stuck to his own belief, if He accepted me with such an open arm, then how much more do I need to accept others? It is not a matter of politics. It's not a matter of religious differences. It's a matter of heart.